Good evening, racing fans, and welcome to FSB Racing Live's broadcast of the Pin Racing Series at the Legacy Phoenix Speedway, which is the old Speedway. Let's see if I can get my information up here, but Phoenix Raceway is two configurations. One actually started off as a road course, but tonight they're racing on the old track, between 2011 and 2018. This is the track that the NASCAR boys raced on. And tonight it's riding dirty, and the boys from the Pin Racing League, as they take on the tricky dog leg of this Legacy Phoenix track. I want to thank Alex Razor and the guys from Alborn. They've been rocking FSB live broadcasts for over 7 years now with original Midwestern alternative metal. They got a whole lot to say after they said no to their record label. Check them out on YouTube and Spotify. Tonight's race is sponsored by Fastlane Motorsports, and to add to the pie, we have two additional Pick 3 sponsors, Mike and Sue Cup's Signature Concrete with J-Dog Seams Carpentry. That's J Seams, also contributing to the possible winner of the Pick 3. The driver who picks the top three finishers in running order wins the pot, and the pot is determined by how many cars we get tonight. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineup. And here we go here. Hold on. There it is right there. Rusty Greer again. This guy is amazing. He gets the pole like every week. Brent Mekich is going to start second. Jared Mogard third. John Canizaro fourth. Mike Sukop will start fifth. Jordan Babiger will start sixth. Steve Rex is going to start seventh tonight. That's the owner and league administrator of Pinned. Great job he's done making this place incredibly fun to watch and race. And I can't wait to broadcast for you tonight because this is going to be fun. We have 32 cars, and see if I can get through the starting lineup. Riley Duncan is going to start in 8th. David Washington in 9th. Matt Pelletier in the 77 is going to start 10th. David Malgi starts 11th. Gerard Lawrence starts 12th. Jason Seams 13th. Sean Packard 14th. Sean Andrews will start 15th. Jack McKee 16th. Justin Bird, my buddy, starting 17th. Now let's scroll up here and see what else we got. Got a lot of cars. John Canizaro Sr. starting 18th. David Greenleaf, too, new guy to me. Starting 19th. John Brancaccio starting 20th. Andrew Wallace starting 21st. Earl Seams 22nd. James Pops Margison starting 23rd. Brent Thompson 24th. Miles Robinson will start 25th. Lawrence Smiley 26th. Tyson Kopf will start 27th. Corey Creel will start 28th. Gerard Lawrence Sr., that's the dad, out here starting 29th. And Robert Cogan, that's right, he's here. Plumb These Pipes is here starting 30th. Looks like he took a provisional. Daniel Miller starting 32nd. And Tyler Avery switched up for some reason, but he's going to be starting 31st. 32 cars are going to take the field tonight. Can't wait to show it to you. Let's see if we can get some live action going on. There we go. Around with my buddy Pops there. Jim Pops Markson, 76 years old, drives like he's a teenager. Good for you, Pops. Right behind him there, that's the 77 of Matt Pelletier. These guys are contending for the championship, I believe. I know Matt is. Owner of the Palms Racing League. It's the late model league. We all kind of work together, FSB, Racing, Pinned, and Palms. See what else we got on the field tonight. We'll switch this around. So in 2011, this track was reconfigured with this funky dog leg. Ooh, look at the action out here now. And the front straight was actually the short chute, and coming out of turn 3 was a wide swooping turn. But they've changed that back in 2018 to the new dog leg turn. So, but it looks like we're getting ready to get lined up. Yep, there's a pace car on the grid. Again, we got 32 cars taking the field tonight. I'm not even sure how many laps it is. How many laps we got tonight? We're going to have 60 laps at Phoenix. These boys are going to put on a show. Fastlane Motorsports is your sponsor tonight. I want to thank them. Also, Mike Sukup and J-Dog Jason Seams, Jay's Carpentry. and Mike Sukup's Signature Concrete for help sponsoring Pinned. A lot of sponsors out there. I want to thank also Robert Colgan, who does the Plumbee's Pipes broadcasts on Monday night. He's out here tonight. Where is he? Let's see if we can find this Colgan guy. Car number 94. Let's pick it out of the crowd here. Yeah, we got him up there. Marlboro car. Oh, isn't that pretty? Retro. Nice, like that a lot. Let's see if we can get a better view of that car. There it is. Nice car, Robert. Good job, brother. All right. 32 cars at Phoenix. This is like a regular Winston Cup race back in the day. It kind of looks that way, don't it? Rusty Greer is going to lead him around. Might have elected to start in the back. I don't think, no, it doesn't appear he does. Now, if either the pole sitter or the outside pole sitter have the option to elect to start in the rear, and if they do and they win, they'll receive double points, double cash, double prize winnings. I don't think anybody's done it this season yet. We're working on it. Looks like Brent Meckies did choose to go to the back. Pulling up John Canizario on the outside with that pretty looking pin 77-7. That's actually 3 sevens, but looks like 2. And here we go, getting ready to go green down the old short chute of Phoenix. And green flag is out. Here we go. Looks like everybody's getting around there. What a big field, huh? I promised I was going to keep my camera on Robert Colgan for a bit, but I don't want to embarrass him. Well, he might actually embarrass me here with those words. I like Robert. Puts on a great show, guys. Check him out, Plumbee's Pipes, on Monday nights, Unpinned Racing League, here at Riding Dirty Motorsports. Get back up front. John Canizario taking the early lead there. Rusty Greer. Time and again, Rusty Greer has come up on the pole, and he's always up front at the beginning of every single one of these races. Got to get you to stay there to the end there, Rusty. Behind him, Jared Mogard. Not quite sure if that's a 10 car or a 0 car, but it doesn't matter. Jared Mogard carries a checkered flag. I mean, I guess you call it a checkered flag on his roof. So he has one handy for every race. Oh, they're getting together. Rusty and Jared. Behind him, Mike Sukup looking strong here early on. In the 24 of Jordan Babinger. Haven't talked about him yet. Babinger. Sorry about that. Babinger. Behind him, Riley Duncan in the 97 car here. Followed by another paint job. I can't keep track of this guy's paint job. Gerard Lawrence. Very pretty car. And Matt Pelletier. 8th place. Behind him, Steve Rex. I called him Steve. Steve Rex. And rounding off the top 10, David Washington in the 34 car. Got a nickname for David. I got to find it. Look it up here. Mr. America. David is out of Deltona, Florida. Good job for 32 cars, not to cause a caution yet. But we have a midway caution. It's a mandatory caution, like a competition caution. It'll happen at lap 30. And these guys know they got to get to that mark, and they're not pushing it too hard yet. Well, I know I wouldn't anyway. How are we looking up front? Jared Mogard taking on Rusty on the outside. Great looking field, guys. Steve Rex done an incredible job with this. Others contributing a lot. I know of Mike Sukup, Kenny Tripp, Matt Pelletier, Gerard Lawrence. I could go on and on. A lot of names out there. John Canizero. All helping him bring this league along. I know I missed her name or two and I'm going to get yelled at. Jared Mogard. Jack McKee. Brent Meckies. Can't miss him. All these guys doing a great job building the league with Steve. Friends of FSB Racing. Many of these guys run over late models on Sunday nights with our late model Sunday night 101 lap feature league. It's a pretty good view from the blimp tonight. I'm liking it. Give you a good shot of what's going on. You don't see anybody really pressing it right now. There's no need to. Smart, if you ask me. How's Bob Colgan? How you doing, Robert? The Marlboro car. We do have a caution on the speedway. Spoke too soon. Let's see if I can come up with it. I'm not sure if it involves the 23 or not. It looks like somebody was warping. The 20 did get into the 23 there. And that looks like what it might have brought out the caution. Cars are scrambling. There's some warping going on. I don't know whether it's on my end. But it looks like, yeah, the 23 and the 20 got together there. Corey Creel and Lawrence Smiley getting together for that one. All right, so what do? Do you come down pit lane? What are the leaders going to do here? Scored as your leader right now is John Canizero, and he chooses and elects to stay out on the track. Is anybody going to choose to come in the pits? I think a couple of these guys in the back might. We'll see. Pops Margeson's going to come in, get some service. Also the 045 car of, who is that? Mr. Thompson. Brent Thompson. See if I can find out where Brent's from. Oh, I gotta rearrange my list here into alphabetical order. This ain't working. It's in numerical order. I got a great cheat sheet. I haven't had a chance to use it much, but I want to thank Steve for hooking me up here. Get to know where some of these drivers hail from. Maybe a nickname or two. They got more cars coming to the pits. I'm going to say the lights are going to go off on the pace car. Let's see if that's the case. Yep, the lights are off. Riding with John Canizero. All right, going back green next time around. Lap 13 of 60 is where we'll be at, and we're going to be hitting that halfway mark at 30 laps. We'll have a mandatory caution, unless a caution happens in the vicinity of that 30-lap mark. I kind of tuned a special camera tonight, see if I can get some better engine sounds. Let's see if that happens. Let's take the first couple laps around with the camera one and see what happens. Well, it looked like we were going to go green. That might have got called off by Steve Rex. Look at that great field, huh? 32 cars took the green tonight. That looks like an old Winston Cup race from back in the day. Someplace like Charlotte Motor Speedway. All the Monte Carlos, Camaros, even Plymouth Satellites. Don't quote me on that. Definitely Plymouth. Dodge, Yugos. Yeah, Sam's lying to you again. There were new Yugos. Here we go. Getting ready to go back green. Let's crank it up. Green flag is out. I can't wait to see if that came out any better. I got a little trick and tried to make the engine sounds a little bit stronger on a few of the cameras. Here's that tricky turn 3 that you see right there. The 58 is up in the wall. Long, swooping turn 3. You head down that short chute, which used to be the main straightaway, no longer is. Into turn 1, which is the highest banked part of the speedway. Turn 1 and 2. It's not that banked. They come up over here, and then you come to the dog leg. This is what they made an open dog leg right here, but nope, that's just a regular dog leg. And you do got a lift in most stock cars. I haven't been on this track with this car. I'm not going to tell you if you got a lift there or not. Let's get back up front with the leaders. John Cannizzaro up front. Jared Mogar in second. Rusty Greer in third, and Mike Sukup running in fourth. Mike's been looking strong all night. I keep saying that no need to push the issue right now. There really isn't. Jockeying for position, well, here we go. I'm going to jockey for position. Won't matter that much when it comes down to it at that 30 lap mark. And then the strategy starts. When we have that mandatory caution, some of these guys are going to take 2 tires, and a minimal amount of gas is just what they might need. And that's to put them back up front. Guys are doing a great job tonight of putting on a clean show. Sure does look easy to a lot of people. They said, "Oh, I could do that." Yeah, come try it and check it out. Steve welcomes new drivers. I welcome at FSB Racing. We welcome new drivers all the time. A lot of people tell you it's just not as easy as it looks. The simulation has grown and grown and grown in the last 20 years. This started off, this iRacing started off from a game called NASCAR Racing 2003. The code, the central code basically is that very code that they use. It's based off of that code. 03 was around for 20 years, still run by some leagues, that 03 league. I mean, 03 game. Quite a simulation. It was really advanced for its time. So good it was that it stuck around and was modded by many, many people for years and years, changing, making different kinds of makes of cars and IndyCar racing, Trans Am, you name it, modded it out. Stock cars like this. But iRacing took it to the next level. They scanned their tracks, and when I say scan, laser scan the tracks, every bit of dirt, every rock, every crack, every thing that you see in the wall on the track is what was there on the day it was scanned. So when the track is scanned, you better. I always wondered sometimes that they show these scanned tracks sometimes. I was like, why didn't the promoter paint the walls? Anyway, I'm just saying. They knew the guys were coming with the scanner. Paint the walls. Make the track nice. Cut the grass. Jared Mogart and John Cannizzaro. These two cats are something special, man. They're going to put on a show. Here we're not even close to the halfway mark yet. 7 laps to go before that halfway. Mandatory caution. We're doing a quick audio check. Be right back. Sounded good to me. Jared Mogart fighting. Behind him, Rusty Greer having a good run tonight. Good to see Rusty up front and staying up front. Well, he's always up front, so I'd like to see him stay up front. Riley Duncan getting himself in the picture in a 97. And Gerard Lawrence, surprise, surprise. That dude is fast, and he can race everything. He races Trans Am, he races late models. Did a great job at FSB. I can't remember. I think it was in the Xfinity cars at Watkins Glen recently. That was the trucks, maybe. So many races. Gerard Lawrence hails out of Rocky Point, Long Island, and races at Riverhead Raceway when he can. Famous NASCAR track. Still being maintained and owned by Eddie Partridge. Knew Eddie growing up. These guys just won a battle. Riley Duncan looking to get in the picture on the outside. Let's take a lap or two around inside Rusty Greer's car. Let's see what this looks like. Door-to-door action. You know these guys are some good. This is the long swooping turn 3. Still exists today. The track pretty much same configuration, but they made that dogleg into a super speedway dogleg. This is turn 1 and 2, and the old legacy style. It's the most banked part of the speedway. You come up right up close to that wall right here. Swoop down into the dogleg. Sounds like they keep their foot in it all the way. And now you really got to lift here. Do some braking. Car wants to push up for sure. And then you hit the gas and it wants to get loose. Push loose. Good job, Rusty, taking us around the track. Well, these guys want to put on a show. I got a pack of 5 up front, and then we're back with none other. Oh, let me get back there. I got to see this. Guess who was leading the second pack, ladies and gentlemen? None other than Robert Golden. Pinned recently. Good job, Robert. Not quite second pack. It's good enough. God, he started way in the back. Started 30th, and he's up to 17th. And the Marlboro red car. I think it looks like a Marlboro cigarette box, don't it? Good for you, Robert. Good job, bud. So I asked her, Robert, we have a caution on the track. This would be the mid-race caution we were promising you, so this is it. And right, so only one caution. Up to the mandatory caution. Catch up to the pace truck, pace car, or whatever it is today. Our buddy Jerry Forcobe running the pace vehicle every week at all FSB Racing Live broadcast races until he gets back on the track with us. Jerry Forcobe, number 78. All right, the pace car is going to lead him around, and I'm going to guess everybody's going to pit. But that's just a guess. I want to thank everybody for checking us out. Got a few viewers right now. Thanks for stopping by. Love to do these broadcasts as just kind of a, I don't know, an archive for the drivers to go back and look at sometime, and right after the race maybe, or tomorrow or next week, and see if their name appears in the lights. Try to give some people a name in the lights. All coming down pit road. John Condesario leads the way. Jason Mogard, Riley Duncan, Rusty Gear. Now he said Rusty Gear, not Rusty Greer, and Gerard Lawrence, top 5. Jack McKee is now in the picture in that 67 Camaro. Be sure to hit like, subscribe. If you want to check out the Pin League, check them out on Facebook. I'll get you that information. Or contact me at fsbracing.com or FSB Racing Live. I'd be glad to get you hooked up and get you in touch with Steve Rex to help you get into this league, and I promise you, you will have fun. There is a lot of fun in this, and I've been doing it 20 years. I'm just excited every time. I'm like a little kid, 64 years old, but I'm a little kid when I get in these cars. And we do have drivers. Let's go back to, again, Pops Markinson. Pops is 76. And he drives just like anybody else, just as good. Wins races, former champion at FSB Racing. Great guy. Love you, Pops. Good job tonight. Hanging out in 24th position. Who else we got out there that I know from FSB Racing? Got a lot of them from FSB Racing. Part-timers, but there's our 13 of Justin Bird. Promised him a new race car paint. It looks like he's not going to get it this season. He wanted one that said FSB Racing Live on it. I done failed you there, Justin. It's prettier than last week's car, bud. For sure. All right, looks like we're getting set. Getting ready to go back green. In the beautiful mountains of Arizona. We got a friend up there, an FSB Racing friend, Steve Weber. I'm waving to Steve right now. Hey, Steve. All right, so it looks like we got about 24 cars left out of the original 32. 8 have dropped out, or maybe 1 or 2 are in the pits. Looks like Jack McKee, for some reason, he's in the pits. Jack, what happened to you, brother? Well, he's back on the track. Sitting way in the back. So Brent Thompson in the 024 somehow snuck into the lead here. Might not have pitted, might have taken that two-tire deal I was talking about. Brent Thompson in the 045 and Riley Duncan on the outside. Green flag is out. 24 laps to go at Phoenix International Speedway, back at the 2011 version of the track, the Legacy Phoenix. Oh, the 045. What a great save. Great save, Brent. That unfortunately will cost him the lead, and Riley Duncan will be your new leader coming around. if Gerard doesn't take over first. A couple guys pushing up into the wall. Mike Sukup, we got double spins. We are going to have a caution here. There it goes. All 45s around. 77, Matt Pelletier to 3. Ooh, we have a major traffic jam on the front straight. That was exciting. Take a look at that again. The 045, he just kind of got pushed around there a little bit, and it just got worse and worse for the poor fellow because he's got somebody spinning in front of him. We got 3 wide happening, 4 wide in the back there. 045, doing the best he can. Just gets into the left rear corner of the 77. Yep, that doesn't. He just got bounced around like a pinball ball, and it just got worse and worse. The tags the 77 to Matt Pelletier. I think Matt might be all right. He didn't look like he hit much. Everybody did a great job. Oh, he did get. Oh, he gets hit hard. Oh, my bad. Matt might have some problem with that. I see smoke coming out of the front of Matt's car. Maybe that's just still tire smoke. Hopefully that's not engine smoke. Matt, I know Matt's in the running for the championship. Anyway. Let's get back live. We got cars on fire on pit road. There's no doubt about it. Several cars involved in that one for sure. So it looks like Rusty Greer is involved with that. He's about 2 laps down now. It's showing he might have left. Oh, too bad for Rusty. It's kind of rooting for him here. Great driver. If there's a pole award, he gets the pole just about every race he runs in. So he's a bad, fast driver. John Canizero involved in all that. Oof. A lot of racers got caught up in that mess. All right, so where we are. So on the restart, it's going to be Riley Duncan, Gerard Lawrence, Jared Mogard, the 45 of Mike Sukup, who stayed out of trouble tonight. I told you they're going to get racy. We go back green. There's going to be 20 laps to go here at Phoenix with about 21 cars left in the field. Still running. There'll be a lot of wrecked race cars going home tonight. But only 2 cautions, I think, that mattered. We, of course, had the mandatory caution. All right, Riley Duncan is due. He might just be looking to see tonight. We might be interviewing him in the booth. As they do go one more lap around. I don't know whether the lights were off on the pace car. Oh, there they are. They are off now. There they go. One more lap under caution. And let's go racing. How's the blimp view look here? Head back into the field a little further. How's Bob Colgan? Yeah, we gotta get the camera on Bob again here. How you doing, Bob? There you go. Rob is up to 12th, started 30th. Not a bad debut there, Mr. Plum D's Pipes. Hey, you know, you gotta love the name, Plum D's Pipes. Plum D's Pipes Broadcasting. Robert Colgan. Unpinned on Monday nights. Check him out. All right. Pace car is going to bring him around, and we are going to go green with 19 laps to go. Riley Duncan, Gerard Lawrence, Jared Mogard, I'm sorry, and Mike Sukup. Bringing him around. Not the greatest start for Gerard. Let's crank it up. Let's put on my special cameras. Bumper cam of Mike Sukup. Definitely my favorite camera because it shows the elevations and the turns. You can see that was fairly flat turn too. Here's that little dog leg. A little bit of banking there, not much. And now a pretty flat, very long turn 3. This is just a long turn. You just got to wait and wait. Get on the gas. Down the main straight. Past start finish line. Jared Mogard looking to the inside. We got, we thought we were going to go 3 wide there. And you can see the banking here, a little bit more banking. There we go. Riley Duncan sideways. The caution is out. Let's see what we got this time. Let's see if we can locate what happened. It looks like the 18 might be involved here. And I don't know that, the 18 and the 13 getting together. Tough break there for Justin Bird. No, that wasn't Justin. What car was that? Had another 13 on it. I am confused. Let's try it again. Anyway. All right, so caution's out on lap 45. What do? Do you pit? Let's see what they're going to do. A couple fakes. Gerard Lawrence fakes to the inside. Jason Seams going in. They're in the back. They can afford to. 17 of Sean Patrick. All right, so Riley Duncan is your leader, and Riley is hungry. He's definitely due. As you see, the 70 of Steve Rex getting the lucky dog there. Pin league owner extraordinaire. He's doing a great job with this league. I keep saying it, but I'm very impressed. He's really worked hard, bringing a great venue. Street stocks are so much fun to watch. They're fun to drive. As the pace car leads him around for lap 47 of 60. So these guys look like they're satisfied with the rubber and they're satisfied with the gas. And now it's time to hit the gas. Riley had a great restart, that last restart, and we'll see if he can pull it off again. These are custom setups. This is not a fixed racing league. In other words, not everybody's running the same car underneath. The suspensions are generally different on every single one of these cars, and everybody's trying a little tweak here, a spring change here, a tire inflation, little more air, a little less air here and there. Sway bars, I guess, in these cars, maybe preload the sway bar some. There's plenty of adjustments. Make them go fast. Gear change, of course, that's huge. Depends on what gear you want to run. You get to make all those adjustments in an open set league like we're running tonight with unpinned on Monday nights. Runs a fixed setup, which everybody has the exact same race car underneath them, and it's driver's skill that wins the day. Here you can definitely gain an advantage with your custom setup. All right, well, I'm excited to see what's going to happen next because it's been a whale of a show. A lot of cars. Legacy Phoenix. There's the dog leg. They opened that up completely and allow the cars now to drive down there in the new version, which we ran 2 weeks ago. We made a return trip back in time, back to the future. Stick around after the show. We'll have a quick interview with the drivers. Let's hope your favorite driver sticks around and wins the race. Green flag is out. 11 laps to go. 12 to go, I'm sorry. And it looks like they're going to get clean through turn 1. I like that camera angle. Then into the dog leg they go. Riley Duncan, this time holding off a very strong challenge from Gerard Lawrence in the 27. And Jared Mogard is not going to think twice about taking it 3 wide. He will go 3 wide on you. Expect it. And they are 3 wide, but they're 3 wide for second now. For third, I'm sorry. 3 wide for third, fourth, and fifth. Oh, this is trouble. 3 wide for second. Jared Mogard, John Cannizzaro, and Gerard Lawrence, 3 hot shoes. And Riley Duncan's like, hey, you guys can keep that up back there. Thank you. As they now make it back to 2 wide. John Cannizzaro coming from the back again because he was way back there a couple of restarts ago. So he is one strong driver. Look, this car go. Riley Duncan's holding up that high line if he can. Jared Mogard looking low. Almost touches the 97. They're going to get tight now. Around 10 to go. 10 to go. Out of nowhere, the 66 of Brent Meckies. Good to see him up front. Go get him, Brent. Whoa, he's making a challenge to Brent as out of nowhere. Oh, and the 77 and the 47 get together. Everybody's losing it, saving it. It's going to be a wreck. And poor Riley Duncan just got nailed, T-bone. Gerard Lawrence will inherit the lead. Unless the scoring might be, and I'll take that back. I don't know how iRacing's going to score that. Several leaders were taken out in that, but there is Brent Meckies. We haven't called his name all night, and there he is, running in second place. Good job, Brent. Riley Duncan. How did he? Is he back straight? No, he's right in the pits. Tough night, Riley. I was rooting for you, bud. Hope we can get him next time. We are going to restart with about 4 or 5 to go, and the green-white checker is in a play. So if they have a caution with less than 2 to go, then the green-white checker will be in play. We'll have one shot at a 2-lap shootout. Jared Mogard, the leader. Brent Meckies, John Cannizzaro up in third. He was involved in that little melee, but they scored him back. 24 car. Jordan Babinger, also up front. Take a look at that 24 car. DuPont Chevrolet carrying the famous DuPont colors, Jeff Gordon colors. I had to try to remember Jeff's name for a second. Now that's sad. Should. Don't get old, folks. Gerald Mogard looking strong. How's Matt Pelletier looking here? Matt has got himself back up to 5th spot. Good job by him. He was involved in an earlier melee, too. Showed that these cars can take a beating, and look where Robert Colgan is in 8th place. Stayed out of trouble all night, making his debut at Pinned. Good job, Robert. Might have to get him up here in the booth after the show. Say, hey, man, how's it feel? All right, looks like we're going to go back green with 5 to go, and it's going to be Jared Mogard leading him around. Brent Mickey's in second. John Cannizzaro and Jordan Babinger. It's not Babinger, it's Babinger. I can almost bet you. Nice to meet you, Jordan. Haven't talked about you before, but good job staying up there with these guys. If you look at the iRatings I see right now, you're in good company. Also, a big shout out to John Cannizzaro Sr., John Jr.'s dad. What's John Jr.'s nickname? Well, the Cannon. Number 77's nickname, the Cannon. Cannizzaro. Who else I can pick on in nicknames tonight? Kenny Tripp is not here. Oh, Travis Soup Cup, the Soup Cup man. Soup Cup. Where you at, Travis? Travis is in the pits. He's not happy. he's got a pretty banged up race car there. That does not look good, Mike. Sorry, Mike. Ooh, that thing doesn't sound good. It doesn't look good. Tough night, Mike. Sorry, buddy. All right, looks like we're going to bring him around. Pace car has got the lights off. Jerry Forcove driving it. We're waiting for Barney the Flag Man to bring him around for the last time. Expect the pace car to duck in and get another restart underway. Jared Mogard, Brent Meckies. Great start by, Jared Mogard. What an unbelievable start. Brent was totally unprepared for that. John Cannizzaro follows through on the inside. 4 laps to go, 3.5 laps to go now. Jared Mogard looking strong. John Cannizzaro. Brent Meckies fighting it out on the outside. Jordan Babinger, not sure where he wants to go. He might be just hoping those two wreck it out. Coming back up towards the front, too, is Matt Pelletier. Looks like he's going to seal 5th place right now. 67 on the inside there. Jack McKee back up in the mix. And here's Robert Colgan. Get him, Bob. Yo, look at that. Oh, what a great race by him. Started in the back. Started 30th. And Robert Colgan's up to 7th. But the battle is definitely up front. The 777 and a 66 battling it out for 2nd place. And Jared Mogard's saying, go for it, guys. You guys fight each other or wreck each other. I'm going to go take this win. Because he's got 1.5 laps to go. Coming around now for that white flag. Cannizzaro and Meckies still fighting it out for that 2nd place spot. 24 is hoping for some contact. 1 to go. White flag is out. Race is going to be official even if the flag drops and if the caution flag drops now. This is over. Brent Meckies looks like he's solid into that 2nd spot. Looking to get on the inside of Jared Mogard on the last turn. Does he have enough? Gets a little bit loose, gets it sideways, but will finish in 2nd place out of nowhere. Jared Mogard first, Brent Meckies 2nd, John Cannizzaro 3rd. And great job, Jordan Babinger. Good job, my man. Haven't called your name before, but we got your name out there a couple times tonight. But Jared Mogard, the man of the hour. Great job by him. All right, stick around and see if we can get that the final order up in here and see what we got. All right, Jared Mogard in 1st, Brent Meckies finished 2nd, John Cannizzaro 3rd, Jordan Babinger 4th, Matt Pelletier in 5th, Robert Colgan in 6th, Jack McKee finishes on 7th, John Cannizzaro Sr., great job, sir, finishing in 8th. Steve Rex comes back from a lap down and all kinds of trouble. Take that 9th spot. Good job. 10th spot, Sean Patrick. Good job, Sean, getting back there. As we're getting the 3 lined up in the victory lane for the post-race show. I love it, guys. Take a free ride. All right, let's get these guys up here. Who do we got in the booth? Oh, look at them. They're all here. Guys, I can't tell you. All right, looks like we're getting the guys up into the booth. Wow, what a show, folks. I don't know what to tell you there, but we're going to start with John Canizaro. You got into trouble a little bit about midway in the race there, and you came back, did a great job, finished back up on the podium. Tell us about your race, young fella.
Yeah, I think I had a good car. It's was only the first couple races I've actually ran my own setup without using anybody else's. So, it was definitely a little bit of a weird car. I don't think it had the greatest long run speed, but if that first 30 laps showed anything, obviously I was just class of the field in the front and led every lap, even despite the fact that I had somebody on my inside running 3 lanes. But I think the first incident I had where I was sideways, I think Brent Thompson just missed the corner or got pushed into me, and I saved it, thankfully. And then I know Riley's pretty upset with me about what happened in turn one, but I had Gerard pushing me from the front straightaway all the way until I was practically backwards. And, I'm sure Riley's going to be upset with me. I don't know why he's upset with me, but I guess that is what it is. But I think I could have won that had me and Brent not stayed side by side for so long. But, woulda, coulda, shoulda. I got to shout out, everybody that runs Pinned and, Steve, Mike, all those guys that put up money for this. It's definitely a lot better place than some alternatives, to say the least. And, I'm glad my finishes are starting to come back to the front because I've had a horrendous last like 4.5 weeks.
Well, great run, and I know what you're talking about. Those other leagues, I couldn't believe some of the stuff.
Yeah.
I can't believe some of the stuff I'm seeing. Anyway, great run, John. Good job, buddy, coming back from earlier incidents and doing a good job, my man. All right, let's talk to you, Brett Meckies. I didn't call your name all night until just the last few laps. You stayed out of trouble, and here you are, second place, bro. How did you do this?
I had a really good. I mean, I had a fast hot rod, for sure. I kind of just kept my nose clean and went to the back after qualifying second. Made it to 15th or halfway. Took two tires, moved me up to 10th, and then I just kind of was able to dodge the big ones that were happening in front of me, and I just didn't. I mean, I didn't get a good start there. I mean, that was the first time I was on the outside, and I mean, you know me from FSB. I don't usually get really good restarts to begin with, so I really would have needed to clear John way earlier and probably had a number of laps to work on Jared because he was pretty solid as well.
Well, you were coming on. I thought you were if maybe one or two more laps. You might have had to work on Jared there. But great show, Brent. Way to come out from the back and keep it out of trouble because there was a lot of melee tonight. But that's going to happen when you got 32 cars. I think that's a record for Penn. I hope it is. And good job, Brent. You got a shout out to anybody, bud?
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out to Steve for putting everything together. Sam, you for broadcasting. This is awesome. I haven't been able to make a lot of races. I think this is actually my first pinned race that I've made. So all the sponsors, everybody that helps out. I think Fastlane sponsored this one. We miss you, Jeff Edgar. Put your damn rig back together. And that's it. And good one, good run, Jared. Good run, Junior. It's always fun.
Thank you, Brent. Good job, bud. And Jared Mogard, it's just we're getting to meet each other a lot in Victory Lane. Good job, man. Way to show your stuff tonight, my friend. Tell us about it.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. Yeah, it's getting to be a habit and a good one at that. But yeah, no, had a good car, good run there. Started qualified good, which we seem to kind of struggle with that, but managed to put a good lap together for qual and yeah, used the setup that Riding Dirty provided for us. Which I need to do more. I haven't been doing that lately, but I've noticed that when I do, I'm definitely contending for the win. So uh, stuff I got's good, just not quite as good. Um, you know, when you have to drive it hard. So yeah, thanks to Riding Dirty for the setup. But yeah, car was good. First half of the race there, I think we were the fastest car out there. just couldn't quite get clear of the 777 there. It just hard racing, clean racing, high five. He didn't think so, but whatever. Yeah, good run first half there. Took four tires on the pit stop, and just was smart. And the guys that took two, a couple of them made it work, but it was getting pretty slick out there. So just had to wait for the holes to open up, and took advantage of the chaos that kind of ensued the second half, and got the lead, and showed who the fastest car was there at the end.
Well, you sure did. You sure did. Hey, you had a pin set under you tonight, Jared?
Yeah. Rex and everybody at Riding Dirty, they provide the setups
10 4.
for everybody who doesn't have one. And I've used them a couple times, and like I said, I usually run good, especially at tracks where I don't have a set. And so I know they're good. I don't know why I haven't been using them, but I tried mine in practice, and it felt okay, and tried the one that was provided, and it felt pretty similar, but it felt like it was just a little bit better. And I think long run is where the advantage was. So yeah, we went that route tonight. It worked.
Hey, terrific, terrific. Good job, man. You want to give a shout out to anybody, bud?
Yeah, I gotta thank Twitchy Race Reports, iBuy Power Computers, Asus Monitors, TDS Internet, Race Labs, Trade and Paint, Splash and Go Graphics, and then everybody over here, Steve Rex, everybody at Riding Dirty, Pan, Suka Concrete, J-Dot Carpentry, Tecton Tools, I believe is title sponsor. Fastlane again for sponsor tonight. Yeah, my old car owner from last year in another league. He said he put his stuff away, so we're gonna talk him into setting it back up and getting back out here. But yeah, just shout out to everybody over here, and you as well for doing these broadcasts for Pan on Thursday.
Well, appreciate it, man. I just pushed the buttons. You guys putting on the show for us. Brent Meckies, quickly, what did you have under the car tonight? I'll ask you too, John. What were you driving?
I was running my 2024 XCal setup with some tweaks.
Why, thank you, XCal. Thank you, XCal, for that setup.
No, they didn't. No, it's what I made for that race.
Let's get that far.
So yeah, I ran mine, but typically I think the pin setup, pretty much, I think Rex did most of the work on that, but we collaborate a lot on those setups a lot, especially if one of us gets lost. And me, Mike, and Steve have been doing setups now for, I don't know, since I joined Riding Dirty.
Well,
we put a pretty good setup out there. Sometimes it's better than what we're running.
Well, good job with that. And Johnny, what were you riding tonight?
I made my own setup. It was nothing crazy. Usually I get my setups from Brent or Steve because when you come from the dirt world, you usually don't have the greatest idea of how an asphalt car is supposed to drive. So you can ask Brent. He's seen my setup shoots before. They're a little bit interesting pieces, but it worked out today. So maybe I'll learn something for once.
Well, you're definitely got the dirt driving style. I saw you sideways a few times. And good job, buddy. Hey, Steve Rex, on to you, buddy. What are you doing?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Anybody hit that top, that pick 3 tonight?
I haven't looked.
No, because nobody really picked me.
Jared.
No, you did.
I
Jack
had you
did.
in my top 3.
So did J Dog. I had you second. Who
Gerard
finished
picked
second?
you. Gerard had Mogard, Jr., and Matt. That was close.
I finished second. I probably blew everybody's thing.
Oh, Brent. Yeah, you're third there. So we got 10, 26, or 66, and 777. I do not
Carries over.
see it. Yeah, it's gonna carry over again.
Steve, where we at next? I think I saw where we are, but I can't remember. Chicagoland?
Yeah, so next Thursday, Chicagoland. We just had a race there on March 2nd with Unpinned, and it was fantastic. Only one caution outside of the competition. And I actually rate the tracks. You probably heard me say that before, but I did rate it, track rating 10, side by side 10. And when you only have one actual caution, that's kind of a good race as well. So, yeah, we'll be back there. As far as Unpinned, that's not until April 6th at Rockingham, first Monday of every month. 2012 Rockingham. So we'll have a bouncy track, but it'll be some good side by side racing. I'm more excited for Chicago coming up just because I did well in Unpinned, and it's my hometown track.
Steve, do we have a record car count tonight for pinned? 32?
Yeah, we did. 32 cars took the track tonight. So that we bested our best by one. If you look over the last, we had what 32 tonight. Last race 31, 31, 28, and 31 before that. Our lowest was 24. Um, but yeah, we got to be close to averaging 30 cars a race. Probably 29 still, but close to 30. Great turnouts. Unpinned on the second, that was the biggest it had been, and that was 30.
Well, Steve, thank you for doing all you do to make this league happen. It's really turned out really well. And Brent Meckies, I know I've complimented you, and Travis Sukup and quite a few of the others. Gerard, all these guys have helped you. Steve, I know they help you and it helps you build this league, and they've done a great job. You have done a superior job. Any last thoughts, either of you guys, before I sign off?
I'd say thanks, Sam, for coming out. You know, FSB Racing Live. We love. I love watching the broadcast, and I'm sure other people do. We put some big numbers up for some of the races, and that's great to see. You know, you're doing a great job. Um, and I do want to comment on Jared running the riding dirty setup. And how many times we share a setup? You think after all the laps, I'm running it, tweaking it, that I would win, but these guys are just talented. And they come out here and kick my butt, but it's fun. It's yeah. All pretty much every race except for one this year, the one at Chicagoland.
Yeah, I was muted when I said that. I just asked Steve if never mind. We didn't
No, we
go through
heard
it.
it. You came across.
Yeah, no, I probably don't think I did a race. I said, do you mind getting your ass kicked with your own set? But anyway, good luck, guys. Thank you for a great week, a great race. And we're going to be back here next Thursday with Pinned. Oh, by the way, and I'm going to mention it, Kogan, unbelievable job tonight. He ends up finishing 6th, started 30th. So he did a really good show. I kept my camera on him like I promised for a little bit.
Good. Yeah, I shared him a setup right after qualifying. So
he looked
I'm
strong.
assuming he used it. He did better than me.
Good job by him. All right, that's Pinned with Robert Kogan on Monday nights. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. This is FSB Racing Live. I'm Sam Young. Thanks, Pinned. Thank you, Steve Rex. Thank you, Brent Meckies. And Jared Mogard, the winner, and John Canizero finishing 3rd tonight. We're checking out. We'll see you next time.
Later on, Sam. Thanks for running that. I look forward to watching it.